the story of a pastor's frustration. It is the story of Reverend Mike M. Wright. He is a pastor so studied in his field that he is considered a doctor. However, he has tried for years to learn the secret of how to make a true Christian. So one day, he decided to build one. He asked the help of Sister Shirley G. Mercy, who had been in church for like 100 years. And then he started with a useless specimen named Frank N. Christian, and he began his work. First, Dr. Mike M. Wright thought that it would be his most powerful sermons. He would put them into Frank N. Christian, and sermons that were in print in books everywhere, and preached by preachers all over the world. Dr. Mike M. Wright just knew that these powerful sermons would make a true Christian out of Frank N. Christian. And he said, my sermons will make him a Christian.
My sermons will make him a Christian.
Then he commanded Frank N. Christian to rise, go forth, and conquer.
Rise, go forth and conquer.
As Frank N. Christian went into the world, endlessly wandering and involved in the world, Frank N. Christian could not live as a true Christian. Finally, he returned to the great pastor's lab. Discouraged but hopeful, Dr. Mike M. Wright thought, I'll fill him with good works, and this will surely make him a true Christian. So he said, good works will make him a true Christian.
Good works will make him a good Christian.
So he operated. Carefully. And he began to put good works in, like Bible study, and visiting, and going to church, and helping old ladies cross the street, and walking the neighbor's dog. Okay, you get the picture. Then Dr. Mike M. Wright commanded Frank N. Christian to rise, go forth, and conquer.
Rise, go forth and conquer.
Still, it wasn't long before Frank N. Christian forgot about good works, as he was so discouraged, thinking he was the only one who was working. And he soon returned to Dr. Mike M. Wright's, the great pastor's lab. The great pastor was confused and worked on one formula after another with his helpful companion, Shirley G. Mercy. Then Sister Shirley G. Mercy came up with a great idea. She said, he must speak like a preacher to be a true Christian.
He must speak like a preacher to be a true Christian.
So Dr. Mike M. Wright, that great pastor, put in all the languages that he could think of that he had studied in seminary. First, he put in Greek. And then Hebrew. Then Latin. Then English. And then Southern English. He thought also he would add for good measure Venetian and Martian also, because women are from Venus and men are from Mars, you know. And the great pastor just knew that Sister Shirley G. Mercy must be right, and joyfully said to Frank N. Christian, rise, go forth and conquer. He tried speaking the great words like a preacher to people only to be rejected. Of course, he returned straight to the great pastor's lap. Confused, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and even years went by as time flew, trying endlessly to find the secret to making a true Christian. Then, one day, it hit Dr. Mike and Wright. I'll put Jesus all around him, and he'll become a true Christian. So he and Sister Shirley G. Mercy dressed and worked diligently, making Franken Christian look like a true Christian. They changed his wardrobe. They worked on his student. And even posted on a billboard so everyone to know that he's a true Christian. Then the great pastor said those famous words, "Rise, go forth." Well, you all remember.
Rise, go forth and conquer.
And the great Franken Christian went out into the world. Dr. Mike and Wright and Sister Shirley G. Mercy rejoiced as Franken Christian went out this time. They were sure that with Jesus all over him, that they had finally succeeded in making a true Christian. One can only imagine the surprise on their faces as one day, not long after, the saddened, broken, Franken Christian returned to the great pastor's lap. By now, all hope seemed to be lost. Dr. Mike and Wright reasoned to himself, if he could run the great business of big churches, preach great swelling sermons, have a totally successful ministry for years, and even train wild animals to do what he wanted, why could he not make one true Christian? Dazed, confused, and ready to quit all, Franken Christian uttered 3 words softly that totally stunned them. He said, "I choose Jesus." Then, gathering their attention, he said it a little louder.
I choose Jesus.
Then Franken Christian leaped to his feet.
I choose Jesus.
And well, you know what? He went out into the world then, finally finding the secret of being a true Christian. Now remember, no one can make you a true Christian. Only by choosing Jesus as your Savior and following Him daily can you succeed in being a true Christian. And this will become your story.